Hey, oh, stop. It's just, those $50 income, rest it over.
Some nights feel ordinary until they aren't. A quiet street, a routine stop, a phone call between a grandmother and her granddaughter. Then, without warning, everything shatters. An argument, a confrontation, no time to react, just gunfire. And when the echoes fade, one life is gone. But the most haunting part, she was never supposed to be the target. It was just after 6 p.m. on a Tuesday evening in West Philadelphia, the kind of hour where the day is winding down, people heading home, picking up food, talking on the phone with loved ones. On the 5900 block of Market Street, a small crowd had gathered, nothing unusual. Among them, a 20-year-old named Imani Ringgold. She wasn't from the neighborhood. She wasn't involved in anything dangerous. In fact, she had just started a new job, a home health aide. Only 2 weeks in, she had plans, she had direction, and that night, she was just passing through. She stopped to grab a slice of pizza, called her grandmother, a normal moment, one that will become the last.
Police are investigating a deadly triple shooting tonight in West Philadelphia. Skyfox over the scene on 60th and Market. One person is dead and 2 hospitalized. Dawn Timoney at police headquarters. Dawn, and what have you learned tonight from police?
Well, Jason, investigators say this was clearly a targeted shooting and a bold one at that. It happened at a very busy intersection. There were lots of people out, and it was still light out when police say the gunman opened fire on a 20-year-old woman. It was just before 6:30 tonight when police say officers on patrol in West Philadelphia heard multiple gunshots coming from 60th and Market Streets.
Police officers were just about a block away, so they immediately went to the scene and they found 3 shooting victims.
Police say a 20-year-old woman had been shot in the face and throughout her body. She was rushed to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. A 55-year-old woman and a 24-year-old man also shot multiple times, both also taken to Penn Presbyterian.
The scene consists of 27 spent shell casings, so we know at least 27 shots were fired by 2 separate caliber semi-automatic weapons.
Investigators say multiple shots appear to come from a semi-automatic rifle. They say the entire incident was caught on various surveillance cameras, which show 3 men driving a small dark-colored SUV stop, jump out, and start firing in the direction of the 20-year-old.
You can clearly see the front seat passenger run up onto the sidewalk, stand over this 20-year-old female as she's laying on the sidewalk, and fire shots from point-blank range.
Police say the 20-year-old was carrying a pizza she had just purchased from a pizza shop right around the corner and was walking alone when she was shot. As for the other 2 victims,
we don't know if they were also intended targets or if they were struck by stray gunfire. Unknown at this time.
so it is actually possible they were just innocent victims here. The 24-year-old and the 55-year-old are in stable condition. So far, police say they have no motive for this shooting, but they say surveillance captured the SUV leaving the scene from various angles. So, Sheba, they do have a lot of video evidence in this case.
Somewhere nearby, a car was moving through the streets, a Mazda. Inside, 4 people. What they were thinking, what they were planning, no one on that block could have known. The vehicle pulled up, not slowly, not casually, deliberately, and then 3 doors opened. 3 individuals stepped out, and without hesitation, they opened fire. The sound was sudden, overwhelming, relentless. Gunfire ripped through the air. Not 1 shot, not 2, but a barrage. People scattered. Chaos erupted. In seconds, the scene transformed from ordinary to unimaginable. 3 people were struck, among them Ammani, 18 times, 18. And in the middle of it all, her grandmother was still on the phone, listening, waiting, hoping to hear her voice again. But instead, the line went silent, the phone dropped, and all that remained was the sound of her own voice calling out a name that would never answer again. When the gunfire stopped, the shooters were gone, back into the Mazda, vanishing as quickly as they appeared. But the damage was already done. Imani Ringgold was dead. Two others, a 55-year-old woman and a 23-year-old man, were wounded but survived. Police would later say the shooting wasn't random. It was targeted, but not at her. Imani was never meant to be there. Wrong place, wrong time. A life erased by a decision that had nothing to do with her. The search began immediately. Authorities identified two suspects, names, faces, warrants issued, but no arrest, not yet. The Mazda used in the shooting recovered nearby, abandoned, as if whoever was inside knew exactly how to disappear. Investigators believe there was another vehicle, a second escape, which means this wasn't spontaneous. It was planned, coordinated, and still incomplete. Because two suspects are known, but others remain in the shadows, watching, waiting, still free.
A family navigates what's become an absolutely gut-wrenching tragedy.
Imani Ringgold called her grandmother and picked up something to eat after work when she was shot and killed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm Yuki Washington. It didn't have to happen. We learned today she was not the shooter's target. Detectives already identified two of the four suspects wanted in the chaotic scene at 60th and Market that led to her killing.
And tonight we are hearing from her grandmother. CBS Philadelphia's Joe Holden picks up this heartbreaking story and our coverage here. Joe.
Family says wrong place, wrong time. Ammani Ringgold got her acceptance letter for college on Saturday. Her family now planning her funeral. Deirdre Bynum says her granddaughter Imani Ringgold just grabbed a slice of pizza, leaving work at 60th and Market. The two were on the phone.
When she walked out the pizza store, and that's when I just heard the gunshots. And I heard, she didn't even get the chance to scream. And I heard somebody say, "Oh, it's a girl." And they must have just ran off. So I don't know.
It was Tuesday evening when investigators say a Mazda pulled up to the corner. Three shooters got out and started firing. Ammani and two other people were hit.
She tried to help everybody if she could.
Lynette Ringgold is Ammani's aunt. She said her 20-year-old niece worked for a home health care company in that West Philadelphia neighborhood.
She only started at the job 2 weeks ago, so she didn't even live in the area. She was just passing through.
Police released images of two of four people from that Mazda. Mustafa King and Zaire Manning are wanted for murder.
If anyone knows who these individuals are, where they may be, we're urging them to call 911.
Family says Ammani learned this past Saturday she was accepted to community college. She planned to pursue something in HVAC. Deirdre Bynum says she can't stop playing the memories of what she heard.
I keep hearing it. I keep saying, "Lord, please get the sound out my head." And it's hard because she was just an innocent bystander. And that was overkill. I get to the hospital and they said she was shot 18 times. She didn't even have a chance. I go to the funeral home. They're gonna tell me I might not even be able to help an open casket for people to even see her for the last time. And this is so hard. And I can't do it.
Philadelphia police asking for the public's help in the suspects you've seen in the story. They are also looking to identify two more. As for the other two people who were shot on Tuesday night in West Philadelphia, they are expected to recover.
Back home, a grandmother relives the moment over and over again. The silence, the drop of the phone, the unanswered call. A family tries to make sense of something that has no logic, no justification. A young woman described as kind, caring, loving, gone, not because of who she was, but because she happened to be there. And somewhere out there, the people responsible are still moving freely, uncaught, unanswered, leaving behind one haunting question. If she was never the target, then who was? And how many more lives are caught in the crossfire before the truth finally surfaces?
There are new details in a deadly shooting out of West Philadelphia as we learn more about the victim, 20-year-old Ammani Ringgold. And Jen, you spoke with her grandmother today.
Yeah, Don, a grandmother who is beyond devastated. Imani Ringgold lived with her grandmother and was actually on the phone with her, saying she was on her way home when she was shot and killed in a case that police say is likely a case of mistaken identity.
Can't eat, can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, just keep hearing it over and over again.
A heartbroken Deetra Bynum says she can't shake the gut-wrenching moment when she heard her eldest granddaughter slain on a city street.
I was on the phone with her and she was like, I'm coming home. I heard everything. That's why I'm saying, Lord, please take the sound out my head.
The shooting that also injured 2 additional victims happened at 60th and Market Streets shortly before 6:30 p.m. Tuesday. Family members say 20-year-old Imani Ringgold was wrapping up her 3rd day on the job working for a home health care company. She was grabbing a slice of pizza when she was killed.
We believe they were firing at people in that crowd. We believe Miss Ringgold was an intended target and an innocent victim in this case.
Philadelphia police now announcing the arrest warrants for 26-year-old Mustafa King and 21-year-old Zaire Manning. Police say 2 additional suspects are seen in these surveillance photos, all wanted in connection with the deadly shooting, and police are asking for the public's help tracking them down. Investigators say they recovered the car the 4 suspects were traveling in when they opened fire, but now police need help identifying a second vehicle they might be using.
There's a car that we believe they got into after they left that location. They were not there when we got to the house.
Members of the victim's family showed up ahead of a police press conference this afternoon to reiterate that Ringgold was a good kid who loved life and loved her family.
She just wanted to do good, be good. She treated people how she wanted to be treated. She joked a lot.
They say Ringgold was just accepted at Community College of Philadelphia, planning a career in HVAC and electrical work. A bright young future stolen.
I want them to rot in hell. Just rot in hell. Because you took an innocent life.
There is a $20,000 reward in this case for anyone who provides information that leads to an arrest and a conviction. You can call in anonymous tips to 215-686-8477.
All right, y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's a crazy story of Imani Ringgold, Philadelphia, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better. Rest in peace to Imani, man. Condolences to the family. Hey, man, drillers and trappers, we outside trapping and drilling 24/7. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!